I'm an introvert, so like,
Yeah.
I love being by myself. I love it with Cody.
Ourselves.
Yeah.
With ourselves and stuff. So like talking to people and.
What's up, guys? It's Jocelyn with Tern Overland, and we're here with Cody and Christina, aka the Desert Cruisers. Can you guys share with me a little bit about who you are and your current build?
Sure. You want to go or should I go?
So I'm Christina, and we kind of had this dream back in 2017, and we just saw a bunch of Sprinter vans, and we're like, okay, let's get into this new, life of traveling and figure out how to live on the road. So we started our adventure in a 2018 Mercedes Sprinter van. We converted it ourselves.
Somehow.
Surprisingly, we didn't do the windows there.
That was the only thing we did not do because we didn't have any tools.
Yeah, but we did a lot of other things, and we made that lifestyle work for us.
Yeah.
And then a new dream, formed with Cody.
Yes.
Once he started looking at trucks and stuff. So
I always wanted trucks, but I thought you had to buy an $800,000 Unimog from Germany, and I didn't realize that you could actually have a somewhat affordable vehicle like this that you could buy in North America and build yourself. And our friends Kurt and Jen from Overland Uncharted
they inspired us
to do this, and here we are.
So can you share with me a little bit about this current build?
Sure. Yeah, it's built on a Ford F550. It's a gasoline motor. We did not want to have emissions issues or anything like that with modern diesel motors. It has plenty of power, and Christina found it in Texarkana, which is on the Texas-Arkansas border. We had the super singles put on. We drove the truck back to Arizona, had the box built, and then from there we did the doors, the windows, everything. But the biggest thing was wanting this deck so that we could hang out here. If we ever have a future family, it's basically like an outdoor living room.
And then having this door to kind of give us that,
privacy.
Closing privacy, and it worked out.
It's an absolute home.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And you guys have some Arctic Tern products in your camper. Can you share with me about the products you have and your experience with them?
Yeah, sure. We have sorry, I don't know the exact dimensions of the windows.
That's
Got
okay.
three different
That's all right. You don't need
sizes,
to know.
but they've worked extremely well. We had the typical single pane junky windows in our van.
And they did not insulate. Well.
They were very loud.
And we've noticed too that these windows and doors, I feel like, insulate our build much better.
Temperature and sound wise.
So it's a big difference for us.
Yep. And then having the built-in blind screen assemblies is awesome. You don't have to have separate screens that you carry around to black out at night. And then our doors have worked well, and having the lockable screen is awesome.
Yeah.
Because you can leave your door open, lock the door or lock the screen at night, and still get all that fresh air. So I would say 98% perfect.
Yeah, and it brings in so much light. Like I remember when we were installing our windows, it was such a crazy feeling because we went from this box that was just so enclosed, and then all of a sudden you see light and we're like, wow, this is a big difference. We're gonna have one by our bed, by our induction kitchen area, and then one by our sink, and it just really makes it feel like open.
Yep, and the ventilation's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Important.
Yep.
So I know we kind of talked about this earlier, but would you share with us any of the challenges that you guys have experienced with any of our products?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so challenges, I would say it's just more of like a preference. So opening the windows, you're limited, but turns out—
on the degree that they open at.
Yeah, on the
currently.
degree that they open at. And then Cody found out recently
that Tern is coming out with 90-degree struts that are drop-in replacement for the windows. So all you need to do is get the new struts, and you'll be able to look out of those babies like the very expensive windows on some of the European trucks.
Game changer.
Game changer. I would say the only con, I wouldn't say con, with those new struts, if it's very windy out, the screens may blow out every once in a while. It doesn't happen every time, so whether that's the bug or the blackout shade, but it's pretty easy to put them back in.
Even then, you're not gonna want that much wind going in your build anyway. So it's like it's
you'll
a huge con.
It's just dust.
It's
absolute dust.
Yeah. And then little squeak in your door, you guys mentioned. How is Tern handling that?
Yeah. So we got a squeak from Baja because we're sleeping on the ocean and probably corroded on top of silt and ocean spray
dirt and grime.
But Tern's been great. They're working on new hinges, so we're gonna get those as soon as they come out. So we're excited about that,
And
and
get that replaced, and
Yeah,
we won't
get
have
that
a
place.
squeak.
Won't have a problem.
Awesome.
Yep.
So I guess, is there anything that's like on the horizon for you guys that you're excited about sharing with our audience?
Just our next travels.
Everything.
I mean,
Everything.
this is
Everything.
the first time
Yeah.
that we're actually able to enjoy the truck. Like Baja
Yeah.
was the first time that we were like, okay, we finished. Let's finally put this thing to use
Yeah.
and explore and see everything. And
Yeah.
now we're gonna be heading on like our way towards Idaho and
Yeah.
Montana, and now going to Canada. And I've never been anywhere out of the States, so I've done Mexico. Now we're doing Canada,
Yeah.
and it's exciting.
Getting some good life experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe ship the truck overseas one day. You never know.
Yeah,
Well-
that would be exciting.
And something that I feel like is very important is that you guys have done a lot of this build yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
learning a lot as you go, and I feel like that sense of accomplishment must feel really, really good.
It does feel
Yeah.
good, and I'm glad
Yeah.
it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
All
So
of the above.
yeah. So where can people find you and follow along on your journey?
Yeah, so
you know all that stuff.
yeah, we have a website called thedesertcruisers.com. We are doing a lot of blog resources, and we documented every inch of this build.
With photos and videos
Yes,
to accompany
and
all of it.
We are going all in, and we already have a couple up on our website. You can follow us on Instagram at the
Yeah.
Desert Cruiser, and we also have YouTube that we kind of post shorts and maybe might show appearance once in a while. So
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited to follow along on your
Thank you.
adventures.
Yeah.
I've been following already, and
Cool.
yeah, love it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
All right.
yeah.